Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be having a look at the Sylvanian family's Caravan and Pony. This is an older set. This was one of the sets that I had back from when I was little and recently rediscovered when we were clearing out the family home to sell it. So it's now in my home. Now pride of place as part of my Sylvanians collection, and I thought it'd be fun to get it out for the first time in a long time and just have a little look at what's in there. All the bits and pieces I believe are still present and correct, but we can go through and have a little look together. I thought that would be fun. I'm just going to grab actually my iPad so I can have a look at the actual dates of this set. I know I mentioned it in another video, but I have forgotten. I've got my iPad and I am referring to the trusty Sylvaniancollector.net website, and this is the Flair edition of the Romany Caravan, and this was released in 2004. I think if you watched my last video there was a receipt somewhere for this. And I believe I got it around 2006. So actually before we get in, let's have a quick look at the box. So there's the front with the pony, the side with them at night because it's got a working lantern, and then there's the back. So that just shows what it all looks like open, how the beds fold down, another working light inside, the toilet, all the little bits, and also the pony, whose name is, I think it's Bramble. Yes, Bramble the pony, in a little picture there. And then we've just got another little picture on the other side. So let's get into the box and have a look. So this set, the Romany Caravans, I believe I used to have a very, very old one. It was kind of similar, but in the very old style. I think the roof was green, I seem to believe, but I don't know for certain. So I'm just going to grab all the bits, oops, that have dropped out there. And here's the receipt I was talking about. 2007 I bought this, but it was released in 2004, so a few years after it came out. And this old packaging with all the little blue crosses on it, I love that. So I set that up there. We've got the Caravan out, we've got the pony, that's Bramble. This is an old bridle. This is, I think this was from an older pony set, and also this thing, which actually is like a little, you put a little canopy over it. I think it sits like that. And it was on like, oh, I don't know what it's called, like a trap. I think it's called a trap, where the pony pulls it and then the people sit inside and the canopy sits over the top there. Sadly, I don't have that anymore. I think that was one of those older items that just didn't really fare very well over time. A lot of bits that were from sort of the 90s and early 2000s. Well, like we had the old canal boat, we had the old one of these, we had a few other bits and pieces as well that we'd picked up throughout the years actually at boot fairs. So some of those bits didn't last very well, and they are now no longer with us, unfortunately. But what we do have is this beautiful Caravan here. So it's a little bit dusty on top, but that's to be expected. It's been kept, I'm not sure really why it's dusty if it's been in a box, but you know, it is old. And it's possible that the box was left open anyway. So firstly, let's have a little look at Bramble. How adorable is he? I think it's a boy. Love him so much. So the arms and legs move. I suppose they're all legs if it's a pony. And he is the same exact texture, the flocked material, as your normal Sylvanian family's animals. I just think he is absolutely adorable. The bridle does come off. I've never actually taken it off. I think it looks a bit funny without that on there actually. And he's got a really cute little smile, if you can see. So he obviously enjoys pulling the Caravan along, taking your Sylvanians on their holidays. Let's put that back on. And he's also got a little saddle, couldn't think of what that was called then, that just slides over his back. And then the Caravan sits, I will show you how it works. If you lift it up, this bit comes round and then it clips into place there, and then whoever is in control can hold onto the reins and he can pull the Caravan along. So let's get him off and set him to one side so we can have a little look inside the Caravan and see what's going on in there. So the lid, let me turn it around, I think it comes off this way, yeah. So the lid opens up, you just pull this window, the windows do of course open, comes up, and then you can tuck the window back. Let me just tilt you slightly, might be able to see a bit better there. And then the first thing you notice is at the top here, you've got these fold down beds. Now this is similar sort of style as the camper van, which I showed in a recent video as well, the way that the beds fold down. Comes with 2 of these lovely floral sleeping bags. I think these are just gorgeous, and it has got a little cushioned pillow there as well. They are big enough for an adult or a child to sleep in, and they just sit up there. So for now, let's just pop those aside. There is also this little stopper, let me get that up, which connects to this little, there's like a little tab here, it clips on there and it just keeps the roof open, so whilst you're in there playing, it's easy to obviously keep that from falling down. So the next thing that you can do is you can actually take down the sides here. That opens out like so, and that again, I don't know, that one doesn't. That again creates more space for play. And you have also got here your little stairs, so that's easy obviously to get in. We've got a ladder here, which is to help them get up to bed. So that sits on, ooh, that sits on there perfectly. So I just love this. I think it's so good. Like all the little details and everything, I just think it's beautiful. So what else have we got? So like I said, all of the windows open, of course. The doors actually are like farmhouse doors. So the top bit opens independently to the bottom, or you can click them together and then it's just one door. So you can pop them apart and you can just have half open. So maybe if they're going along and one of them's inside, wants a bit of fresh air, you can just open the top bit for a window. And then it just clicks back together, and that is the same for both of the doors, so you've got a door each end. These stairs, they can be folded or obviously extended. If they're extended, then that's to use to get up to the beds, and if they're folded, then that can be used to get in on the back here, so that fits perfectly there. It's dependent on obviously how you're setting it up or playing with it. You can put these wherever. I think they're really good as well because they fold, so they're really easy to store inside the Caravan when you're not playing. We also have 2 lovely little hanging baskets. I think I might have lost one of the flowers, but I have got one flower head here, so I'll pop that back on. I'm not sure where the other one is. I think he's probably lost, unfortunately, but you can't really tell unless you look closely that there should be 2 flowers in there. So if I show you up a bit closer, there is another little stem there that hasn't got a flower on it, but that doesn't matter. It's fared well for how long it's been. So we've got 2 little hanging baskets, and you can either hang them, you can hang one here, or you can hang both of them at the back. So that's nice, I like that. So let's get everything out so we can see what we've got. Everything that's in here did come with this set as well. So we've got the little table and a couple of folding chairs. These are great because obviously, again, they're really compact, perfect for camping. They fold out nicely. I've never understood why the table doesn't actually match the red of the chairs though. That's always sort of even when I remember when I first got it, I was like, oh, don't know if that's the right, you know, set, but it is. They do go together. So there we go, they just clip together really nicely. In the Caravan as well, we have a little trapdoor for storage. So we'll get in there and get everything out as well. There's a little bit of hair and dust and whatnot inside, but that's okay. So let's bring everything out and then we can show you. So we've got I might not tip all these out actually because it'll take me a while to put everything back in, but we have, I've obviously stored away all of the plates and cups and things in here. You've got 2 little teacups, 2 bigger cups here. Oh. So when you need your first coffee of the morning, you would choose a bigger cup, I'm sure. And then we've got, I think, 4 of each size plate. So, oh no, 4 smaller plates and 2 larger plates. There's plenty in there. And there's also this ladle, which I'm not sure if that came with this set, but it is in here. So came with something. And then what's in the other drawer? Let's get that out as well. Does that open? Come on. Oh, look, lots of glasses. So clearly the Sylvanians that went on holiday last in this caravan liked their wine. Who doesn't? There's plenty of different sorts of glasses and things. So maybe if you're having a party on the campsite, who knows? There's a stray spoon here as well, and there's a few bits of cutlery in this drawer. So I'm just going to pop those drawers back. We don't need to get all those little bits and pieces out, so let's put those in. The oven, of course, does open, and inside we have a little baking tray. We have a kettle. Now I will show you this because I think the pattern is so pretty. So it's a cream kettle with white, it's a cream kettle with red detailing and little flower on there as well. And you do also get this matching pot. I just think that really fits with the theme of this sort of caravan, the Romany caravan. I just think that's so pretty. And they can sit on the top there. I will show you in a minute in more detail, so don't worry because I know you can't see that well from there. Right, so there's a little cupboard under the sink as well that opens, and inside here, what have we got? I saw a rolling pin. Might not be able to fish it out with my sausage fingers. There we go. A rolling pin, and I think another chopping board. So I do like how many little bits and pieces that you always used to get with these sorts of sets, because there's plenty to actually create, you know, lots of different occasions and fun things. I don't know what this is actually. Is it it's not a chopping board, it might be some sort of picture. I don't know. Let's have a look on the box and see where they've put it. Oh, okay, so it's hanging on one of these hooks. Perhaps it's one of those little mats you put down, you know, to put a hot pan on, or maybe to put the hot saucepan, the hot kettle on when it's finished boiling. I think that's probably what that is. So that's really good. That's well thought out. And then we have, of course, a little toilet area. So this folds down and there's a little toilet hiding in there. So I'll show you that in more detail in a moment. Okay, so you might have to bear with me because I'm going to try and do everything one-handed. But here is a closer look at the inside of the caravan. I'll just come around here. So on this side that folds down, it says Home Sweet Home. There's a few little pictures here, that's really cute. And also like a little certificate for something to do with horse riding. I just love this. I really think that, you know, if you had a little grassy area, a couple of guys having picnics or a little tent set up here, perfect for your campsite. I love how many different things there are for your Sylvanian campsites. So I'll show you this little toilet actually, because it's one of my favourite features of this caravan. So it actually has a mirror and the toilet just folds away like that. So if you wanted to get ready in the morning, brush your hair, you can sort of set your things on here and look in the mirror. And of course, you've still got the facilities of the toilet. This all opens as well. Oh, if I can do it. There we go, yeah. So the seat opens and that lifts up as well. And then it just sort of tucks itself back in there. Really clever design, I really like that. So that's really neat. This was the little under-sink cupboard that I showed you before. There's actually loads of room in there. So what's really good is you can really easily store all of these little bits and pieces away for when you want to obviously move the caravan around. And you have also got this little shelf up here for storage, plenty of storage for books and games and whatnot, whatever you might want to bring on a little camping holiday. This is the oven that opens, that just comes down. Beautiful shiny black oven. Let me come back around here because I can't reach. And then these are the little hooks with this pan, again matches the same theme as the kettle and this pot up here. So let's put that on the shelf so I can show you. And then we've got a slotted spatula, a ladle and a frying pan. And that was the kettle on the little heat-proof mat. That's what I'm calling it anyway. So if you look here, this is the little lantern. On the other side, it's a lantern, and then obviously on the inside, it's a little inside light. My batteries don't work, but that does actually light up if you put batteries in it. If you also look closely at that light there, you can see all the little details. It almost looks like it's got a horseshoe or something. Oh, sorry about the light there. And I've put, actually, do you know what? That's really straight. I'm really grateful to my earlier self for putting that on so straight. But there's a little poster of different types of horses and things. So yeah, I love that. And again, I've really put that on straight as well. So proud of myself for that. I'll show you as well in a bit more detail up here. So the bottom of the beds has got this beautiful heart pattern. It's also on the back here. So that would be the ceiling, obviously, if the van was shut down. And again, you've got that beautiful heart there. I just love the attention to detail. So let's delve into this trap door. Okay, there's loads of stuff in there. So let's have a little rummage and see what we've got. We have got a chopping board, plenty of chopping boards on board with this caravan. Got a little bowl, perfect to maybe put some fruit in. We've got a teapot and a lid. That's great. Let's put that on the table out here. Where is it? Oh, we've also, whoops, lost the rolling pin. Let's put that in the sink. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, actually, it looks like that's in a little crib. Oh, there we go. I'll bring that over there. We have got the bucket. This actually just hangs on, let me come around here again. That hangs on there. So you can use the bucket for all sorts of things. Water, food for your horse. I don't know, I suppose if you're camping by the beach, you could use it for sandcastles. Or, you know, you could use it for a toilet, whatever you like. We've got a little sponge, a couple of toilet rolls, some baked beans, essential, and a lovely loaf of bread. So that's really roomy there. You can actually fold these chairs down and put them in there as well. Let's close that. And then this is what else I found. We've got a little jug. Oops. What else have we got? Tomato soup. Marmalade. That'd be good on your toast, on that freshly baked loaf. Some carrots. Sorry, the light's playing havoc with the camera here. We've got some milk. Some normal strawberry jam. And then some peach fruit juice. Very nice. We've also got a little brush and a comb. So the comb can be for your Sylvanians, the brush can be for Bramble. I'll bring Bramble back over. There he is. And there we have it. The only one thing I would comment on is the absolute whopping size of these toilet rolls. Now, compared to, I don't know, right, let's have a look. That's a can of baked beans and that's a toilet roll. They're just massive, aren't they? But I suppose if you're eating beans, you're going to need to use them. And then they just go in here, actually, right next to the toilet. So yeah, that is our little caravan. Just pop that up on the side there. And I really, really love it. I actually think this is a wash bowl, to be honest. And I believe, yeah, I'm just having a look now, the jug sits in there. And your Sylvanians use that to have a little wash in the morning. So they've got a sponge, little bowl and jug to wash themselves with, and everything else actually that they could possibly need on their little holidays. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed having a little look at this older set of mine. I really enjoyed getting it all back out, and actually I'm so impressed with the fact that pretty much everything is in there. If I just grab the box again, we can have a little look on the back here. Hold on, let me move this slightly out of the way. I'll let you have one last look at the picture. There's all of the little bits and pieces all set up, and I can't see anything that I think is missing actually. We've got the bread, the chopping boards, there may be a spoon missing here or there. But yeah, for the most part, we've got everything. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And I think this is one of those classic sets that for me just really screams Sylvanian families. It's a very traditional set. Like I say, it's a reproduction of one of the very, very old sets actually. I might just have a little look on my iPad now and see when it first came out. So it was called the Gypsy Caravan or the Romany Caravan. This particular set is actually called Caravan and Pony, but we've got Romany Caravan, Flair, that's that one, and Romany Caravan Tommy. 1989, yes, it was green. That's the one that I used to have. We had that very one. So that came out in 1989, wow. And that was a lot more simple. But again, you know, for its time, so detailed. I'll show you a little picture here. This is off the Sylvanian Collector website, as I mentioned before. But look at, if you can see without the glare, look at that. So simple, but just so full of detail. And isn't that why we love Sylvanian families, you know? The amount of detail and attention that's gone into this particular set to make sure everything's there, everything they might need. I mean, it's incomparable to the original one, but at the same time, it still has that charm. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I say, I really enjoyed having a look through everything, getting it all set up, getting it out of its box. I might give it a dust down now actually before I pack it away. One more thing to show you before you go. I picked these boxes up in Hobbycraft recently, and I thought they would be just fab for putting the really tiny little bits from the sets and different collections in. So I will be sure to do a video of me organising my collection at some stage. I also was very excited by the fact that I could use my label maker to print labels for those boxes. So I'm going to go now. I hope to see you in my next video. See you next time. Bye.